Welcome to the July 19th, 2019 video version of the Wagner Daily. My name is Rick Petticelli, and let's get to the charts. First up, the NASDAQ Composite, nice reversal day, gap down and then a reversal with a close near the highs of the day's range. So Thursday's action looks pretty bullish here. As long as this low holds up, if there's an immediate reversal of the low, then look for further weakness, potential undercut of the 20 EMA and possibly this low, we'll see. But looks pretty good. Same goes for the SPY. As long as Thursday's reversal low holds, it's a positive sign. IWM an inside day following Wednesday's break of the 20-day EMA. So no follow through to the downside on an obvious breakdown beneath the low. If it can clear the 2-bar high, it could, and it's been such a laggard, finally get going here, because that would also put it above the downtrend line here, short-term downtrend line. So the weekly chart looks pretty good. It just looks like a nice little cup and handle pattern. Here's the cup and here's the handle. So if you can get above the 2-week high, great. And then let's see if it can attack the prior swing high and rip higher. MDY in a little bit better shape here. Still holding on to the 20-day EMA, but basically the same scenario. If it can clear this really short-term downtrend line and the 10-day MA, look for it to attack this downtrend line here and potentially bust out. Here's the look on the weekly, same cup with handle, just closer to the prior swing high. So it's only about 1%, 2% off the swing high. Okay, on to current longs. DXCM rallied, and on a pickup in volume, we're in from about the 146 area, so we're up about 5-6%. If it can get going here, that'd be great, as it has earnings in about 2 weeks on 7/31. FNKO, we're long from a move through 22, and everything looks pretty good right now. Nothing to do here. GH, we're up about 3 to 4% in. We're looking for some follow through here. The price action finally busted through this downtrend line and held. There were a few tests though, especially on 7/17 here, a little dip below the 20-day EMA and on 7/12, but overall the price action's holding up with higher lows. So we're looking for a breakout above 95 that holds. ZS is basically sideways after clearing our buy trigger around 78.50 and rallying about 10%. Since then it's pulled back in, has the 20-day EMA support. We're looking for the 20-day EMA to hold overall, maybe minus a shakeout bar or two. Hopefully it can just move out from here and set a new swing high. Twist, we're in from this area right around 29 here. It's a cup with handle here on the weekly chart. And what we like is it's a cup and handle within this big range here. So if it can clear this 30-50 level on a pickup in volume, it could be pretty explosive and lead to a test of 34. And through there, it would be to all-time highs. Nothing, no overhead resistance. And Cyber, we're in from the breakout above 131. And this is the first base it's had since a big breakout at 85. So this is a second stage base here. Went sideways for several weeks and cleared the downtrend line on a pickup in volume here. And it's moving to new highs. And there was a sharp pullback today that held, which is a bullish sign. So we'll look for the price action to move higher next week. And INSP, we're still long, though we sold partial size recently. We're still long from this reversal candle here on 626. With a 14% gain or so. And we stopped out of run today with about our entry and run was somewhere around this area here. So we had about a 28% gain at one time, but I think we stopped out just below yesterday's bearish reversal for a 19% gain. And so that's it for current long positions. And on to potential setups within the next few days. We have Yeti forming a cup here, and then it's got this little handle over the past few days. If it can clear this 33 area, could be in play, or possibly in play if Thursday's low does not hold, another test of the 20-day EMA. GH, if not already long, possibly can be bought above 95 if volume strong. TTGT, look at this tight consolidation here. If it can clear the 2-week high on volume, FSLY, one to watch here for any kind of pullback into this 10 or 20 day EMA. If not, then possibly even a move above the 2-day high. Luck in. So this is a Chinese IPO, a 2-day pullback into support of the 10 and 20 day MAs with a narrow ranged inside day today. Volumes dried up the past 2 days. If it can clear Thursday's high, it has a shot of reversing and testing this 21 area and even breaking out. BPMC, another tight consolidation here. Volumes declined as it consolidates, which is a good sign. And here's the weekly chart. Had a rather wide base here, busted through the highs of that base, and now it's been sideways for a few weeks, so could follow through. And for swing traders, SC is off the 20-day EMA. It's in an extended uptrend, so if taking this trade, look for just a return to the prior high. So that's something like maybe 5% potential. And if you can get above today's high, maybe 2.5% stop or something like that. And Zynga looks pretty nice. We have a break of the downtrend line. Price is holding up at the 50 in a tight range. Bullish reversal candle today. If you can get above range highs here, could be ready to move out after about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of basing and only 11% correction off the high. So that's a nice flat base. And the last setup of the day is NVIDIA, which is formed of basically a cup with handle. Here's the cup, and then here's the handle. A little bit of a shakeout in the handle here. It was about 12.5% deep. Anywhere from 10 to 15% is fine for the handle portion. It's moved through this downtrend line, and we're looking at it a bit late here. It was on the watch list, but I missed this hammer. This is ideally where you want to get some of your position on a pullback off the highs, especially when it forms this sort of bullish reversal bar or candle. And then you can add as it moves up, and then potentially add some more over the obvious high. It just is a little bit tougher to establish the full position here at the highs. All right, that's a wrap for tonight's video. Overall, the current stock market rally looks to be in pretty good shape. I continue to see decent setups out there, so we're not focused on the broad market here. Just looking at individual setups, they look pretty good. Whether or not they work out over the next few days, I don't know, as no one has a crystal ball, but looks pretty good right now. So we'll see what happens. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.